is Mark Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Anderson. And I'm your tour guide today. And we are going to be together, ladies and gentlemen, over 5 wonderful hours. 5 wonderful hours, ladies and gentlemen. This is the party bus. And we're going to be dropping it like it's hot for the rest of the morning and into the early afternoon. All I ask at this time is please refrain from asking me any questions. You know why? Because we are going to be together for well over 5 wonderful hours, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot for me to talk about. There's a lot for me to show you. And trust me when I tell you, in time, all of your wonderful questions will be answered. Now, there will be a time that I will open up the floor for anyone that has a wonderful question. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to sit back, relax, take your cameras out, your videos, however you want to remember Bermuda. So of course when we get in these wonderful significant areas, then of course you're ready to get that shot. And if you're not ready to get that shot, ladies and gentlemen, then I'm very sorry. So this is why I'm telling you now to please be ready. Also, ladies and gentlemen, time is very important on this tour. Very important on this tour. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And we're going by my watch, ladies and gentlemen. And the time now is 9:32 on this beautiful Monday morning. So please make sure that your clocks and your watches are saying the exact time mine is saying. The reason why I'm pointing that out to you, ladies and gentlemen, because there'll be significant stops that we'll be stopping throughout this tour. Ladies and gentlemen, you must respect the time that I actually be back on the bus. There will be a 5-minute grace period. On the left. This is the second oldest cemetery here in Bermuda. The majority of the men and women that are buried here are from the British Royal Navy. Most of them died, ladies and gentlemen, in the early part of the 1700s from malaria poisoning. This is the second oldest bridge, known as Gray's Bridge. You can tell by looking at the lamps. The original lamps, ladies and gentlemen, was once oil lamps. The island that we're going over now is known as Bowes Island on the left. Woody's Bar, one of the local island cuisine places that you can try some of our local island cuisine here in Bermuda. And this is where they have the men's fishing tournament every Sunday. This Sunday coming up is the Wahoo fishing tournament. On the left, these first 2 sailboats that you see, this is all part of America's Cup that's coming up for next year for 2017. These next sailboats that you see are the Comet class. Watford Bridge. This is the highest bridge that we have here in Bermuda, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not the longest. Over here on the left is the the first largest body of water, the largest body of water inside of Bermuda. In front of us, the beautiful peak buildings that you see in the distance, that is known as the Cambridge Beaches Resort, ladies and gentlemen. Cambridge Beaches Resort, one of the most exclusive resorts here in Bermuda, especially in the western part of the island. On the left, all of the rock that you see, natural limestone rock. This is what every house and every building is made out of. What they do, they take the rock, they mix it with the sand and the cement, and they make the Bermuda block. We're now in the Somerset Bridge area, ladies and gentlemen. The Somerset Bridge area. We're getting ready to cross the smallest drawbridge in the world. This bridge, ladies and gentlemen, is wide enough for a mast of a sailboat to go through. As we come down on the left, on the very top part, you're going to see a beautiful house. This is the rectory where Reverend Hollis, who ministers the St. James Anglican Church, where I showed you earlier, this is where he resides at the rectory. All of the pillars that you see over here on the left is all part of the train track of where we used to have trains that used to run across and continue. We are going to go up onto the South Shore Road. South Shore Road, where Route 7 bus will take you. This is known as the Church Bay Beach here on the right. This is a wonderful place if you want to go snorkeling, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, they would have the snorkeling equipment down here at this location for you to rent. Bermuda has other denominational churches, and each denominational church has their own parish church as well in each parish. Sometimes you will see other non-denominational churches, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the island of Bermuda. But just because you may see one non-denominational church doesn't mean that they have other non-denominational churches throughout the island. They do have other non-denominational churches, but they're not all under the same umbrella. We do not have a Jewish synagogue, ladies and gentlemen, but we do have a Jewish community center, ladies and gentlemen, that's just under 200 members. Bermuda has a total of 132 churches throughout the island of Bermuda. And we only have one Muslim mosque as well. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, we're going through a beautiful residential area here in Southampton Parish. And this is known as St. Anne's Road, ladies and gentlemen. St. Anne's Road. This is one of my friends right here. This is Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
He's one of my good friends. Alrighty. So at least you can get a view of some of the homes that you see right here. These rooftops that you see right here are the second phase of the limestone roof, ladies and gentlemen. The second phase of the limestone roof. The Lighthouse, ladies and gentlemen, was built in 1847 and is old cast iron, ladies and gentlemen, and it has 181 steps to the top. So if you feel that you have enough time to run up there and come back down, you're more than welcome to do so, ladies and gentlemen. The next place of interest, right over here on the left, ladies and gentlemen, is the Queen's View. The Queen's View, ladies and gentlemen. This is where Queen Elizabeth stood in November of 1953. She is supposed to stand here for 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Girlfriend stood here for 12 minutes. So they named this the Queen's View. This is a water truck, ladies and gentlemen. And this is how water trucks are around the island of Bermuda. And this is 1,000 gallons of a water truck. And it could cost anywhere from $90 or more for one truckload of water for 1,000 gallons. If it's 1,500 gallons, you're spending about $160 for one truckload of water. That's if you have to purchase it. And we'll talk more about that a little later as well. All over here on the right, this is the Jobson's Cove, Sternhill Bay, and Chaplin Bay, ladies and gentlemen. This is another picture stop, ladies and gentlemen. You're more than welcome to step off the bus and take a picture. On the left, this is the banyan trees on the Southlands Nature Reserve. The banyan trees on the left. These are the trees, they grow and then they reroot themselves back into the ground. Don't be surprised if you go there, your children may realize that they can swing from tree to tree. On the left, this is the Swizzle restaurant, which is not the original Swizzle. The original Swizzle is located in Hamilton Parish. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, our banana trees are sweet. Our bananas are sweet in this country. Keeping in mind, Bermuda is not as tropical as the other islands. This is the bus stops that you will get off right here, and this is where you would have to walk back if you decide to go to Alva Beach. Tomatoes right here on the left. This is the St. Michael's Catholic Church, and that's their parish church for Pageant Parish. On the right, Parakeet Restaurant. This is where the lady takes the children. Gentlemen, that's not the place to take your lovely wife for dinner. That's where the wife takes the children. On the left, Southlands Guest Accommodations. All of you are on the left. On the right, Parakeet Guest Accommodations. On the right up there, on the hilltop, there's a beautiful restaurant called Time. Now that's where this gentleman takes his lovely wife for dinner. On the right, Cocoa Reef. It used to be the Earl Stonington Hotel, for those of you that have business before. And also on the property is the Bermuda College campus. Coming up here on the left, this property, ladies and gentlemen, is owned by the Ross Perot family. The St. Mark's Anglican Church, ladies and gentlemen. That was the parish church that we just passed. The St. Mark's Anglican Church. Over here on the left, ladies and gentlemen, the golf course. $280 to play a game of golf at this location. This is where they played the Grand Slam for the very first time in 2007 and 2008 of October of those years. Rumor had it that when Tiger Woods was an amateur and he was supposed to come here to play golf, and when his father was alive, rumor had it that they wouldn't allow him to play golf on here because he was black. Now he was asked about it on Oprah and every other type of media outlet from around the world. He never admitted to it and he never denied it. But right before the start of events of the Grand Slam in October of 2007, for the first time in Bermuda, right here on the right is known as the 13th hole. And they came across here and wrote down there in the greenery down there in big black capital letters, "No niggers allowed." In the distance, this beautiful piece of water, or beautiful watery scenery that you see right here, this is known as Harrington Sound. Harrington Sound, the second largest body of water inside of Bermuda. The island that you see right there, ladies and gentlemen, is known as Monkey Island. They have monkeys on there for research, which is connected with the aquarium zoo. These aquarium horse here and peep at the women. And the women is called the peeping sharks. This is how this area got its name, Charcoal Hill and Charcoal Corner. You can start seeing the beautiful caves all over here on the left, ladies and gentlemen. One of the beautiful scenery caves to look at in this country. Once again, Charcoal Hill and Charcoal Corner. Women are outliving the man. Over here on the left, Hamilton Harbor. Hamilton Harbor. This is the Renaissance Insurance Company over here on the left.